Hey guys, welcome back. You're watching my channel. This is another episode of Kevlogs, and in this episode, we're going to talk about a movie that I'm going to recommend music enthusiasts to watch. And in this episode is this movie called Soul, released by Pixar Animation Studio. Before we jump into it, Manny, roll the clip.
Hey everyone, my name is Mr. Kev and I am the first Indian musician to release his music on porn sites. Technically, India's first musical porn star. I've got a variety of content, so if you're the adventurous soul looking for new frontiers to explore, you would definitely enjoy my videos. Sorry boring people, not for you.
Soul is a movie that follows a middle-aged jazz musician named Joe Gardner, whose dream is to play for big names in the jazz scene. He's voiced by none other than Jamie Foxx. Joe is a part-time school music teacher, and he manages to score a big gig with one of the best jazz musicians in town, Dorothea Williams. And right after that, he falls into a pit. This is all that you need to know about the story. I'm missing a hat over here, so just adjust with this hat. The film is directed by Pete Docter. It features actors like Jamie Foxx, already mentioned, Tina Fey, Questlove, David Diggs. I don't know how to pronounce his name.
David Diggs.
But I'm guessing it's David Diggs.
David Diggs.
I mean, it's written as, I'm gonna put it out there. David Diggs is a familiar name. You might have seen him or come across his face on Hamilton. It's hard not to notice him on that amazing musical. It's another musical that you should definitely watch if you haven't. I actually watched David Diggs' series called Snowpiercer. If you haven't watched it, it's based on the film Snowpiercer. He's amazing in that he is the main character. He does a great job. He is there in this film as well. There is Angela Bassett, who plays Dorothea Williams. The animation style here, feel there are about 3 or 4 different styles. We come across each of them as and when needed. It doesn't hinder with the experience. If you have watched Nickelodeon series, I forgot what this was called. Something to do with chalk. The Chalk World, I believe it's called. If you've seen Chalk World, that's the best relation I can make without spoiling the plot for you. When I'm talking about 3 or 4 different styles of animation, it's not something like Spider-Verse where 3 or 4 animation styles were blended into one particular scene. No. These are 3 or 4 different styles. Different styles depicting different spaces. The story is just like every other Pixar film. It has a moral of the story kind of a thing going on. I don't know when Pixar has ever failed at. Probably Cars 2 was when they didn't have a clue. The music in the movie is directed by an eclectic set of musicians. Jon Batiste, Trent Reznor and Atticus Ross. Trent Reznor and Atticus Ross are bandmates from Nine Inch Nails. If you know them, you know them. While Jon Batiste is from the Stephen Colbert Show, and they're amazing musicians. This is not what I pictured when I saw all 3 of their names. I imagined it to be something completely different. That doesn't make the musical experience over here poor. It's actually great. It's actually brilliant. It's not something that I expected to come out of these 3 people. The jazz here depicted has a sense of love and care and affection shown. It's genuine jazz. You can feel that it's genuine. Unlike other films that tried to talk and show jazz, misleading them to believe that diluted jazz or like the pop side of jazz is the actual thing. Mind you, this is for kids, yet it does not treat kids like mindless tits. As kids, we do enjoy amazing music, to be very honest. I have some vibrant memories of listening to Yanni and the Peanuts music and George Williams when I was very young. I still enjoyed it. I remember having great memories of listening to such music. Give us some credit. As kids, we're not all about shock do or whatever. We do enjoy some nice stuff out here. But this movie isn't about jazz. What it's about is something that you should watch and find out for yourself. Why would I recommend this to musicians? Well, for starters, it's got some beautiful musical numbers that do make you feel the jazz. And the great looking animation never really hurt anyone, so it helps. The artwork is amazing on this. It's marvelous, along with the screenplay. As always, Pixar packs its emotional punch between the character interactions, somewhere hidden right there. I enjoyed the movie as I could relate to the music as well as the character over here. The protagonist here is someone who has been through similar conversations that I have been through with my family and friends and everyone else. It isn't hard to see why I enjoyed this movie. Would this score an Oscar? Yeah, in a year where the only other competition is Sonic the Hedgehog. probably it would score an Oscar. There isn't much of a competition in this category. Any other movies that you would know of this year that would compete with this one? Just let me know down on the comment section that would compete for the Oscars. As for the ratings, I'd give this a solid 5 out of 7, and I really think you would enjoy Soul as much as I did, even if you're not a music lover. Since the movie isn't really about music here, but that's for you to find out, isn't it? Did you guys watch the film? If you have watched the film, let me know down in the comment section what you guys thought of it. Subscribe to my channel, check out my music if you haven't right over here. Don't forget to hit that bell notification, and I will see you guys on the next one. Let's do the hat bow, right?